Brilliance Audio. The Direction of the Wind by Mansi Shah. Performed by Soneela Nankani. For Tejas. 1. Sophie. 2019. Sophie Shah presses her slim body against the cold wall that separates her bedroom from her papa's. What used to be papa's, she reminds herself, but can't dwell on that thought for too long. If she does, tears will flow, and it is senseless to let that happen again. A strand of her long, thick black hair loosens from her braid and falls across her forehead, irritating her eye. She does not dare tuck it behind her ear, fearful that if she moves even a centimeter, her foys will hear the thin gold bangles on her arms jingle and stop their conversation. She blinks hard, forcing her eyes to obey and not tear up again, and she concentrates on the exchange in the next room. Sharmila Foy and Vaishali Foy, Papa's older sisters, are packing his clothing and personal effects. As a dutiful adult daughter, Sophie should have handled that task. But she couldn't. The clothes still smell of him, of the almond oil he used each morning on his unruly black hair, and the talcum powder that kept his skin dry during the blistering summer heat in Ahmedabad. She cannot bear to see the dress shirts neatly pressed, folded, and stacked according to their muted tones inside the wardrobe, knowing Papa would never wear them again. Knowing that when he placed them inside, he did not know it would be the last time he would do that. His death was sudden. Heart attack. He'd been at his office, and an employee had found him on the cold, white marble floor. Sophie often wonders what his last moments were like. Could he feel the life drifting out of him? Was he in pain? Has he moved to his next life already? Will his soul find Sophie again as she continues through this one? Will she feel his presence against her skin like a gentle breeze on a warm night? Vaishali Foy has a ring of keys on a clasp tucked into the top of her sari slip, just below the exposed, doughy belly rolls that separate the top of the slip and her blouse. The keys clink against each other as she moves through the room. Sophie has grown up in this house and knows every corner of it, including the perfect place to cup her ear against the wall to listen to what is going on in the bedroom next door. She'd learned that spot as a little girl, when she used to hear her parents speaking in hushed tones. "This will be better for her," Vaishali Foy says to her sister in Gujarati, their native language. Sharmila Foy clucks her tongue. It is the only way. Who knows how it will end up if we wait much longer, yaar? An unmarried girl her age living by herself would be unthinkable. Sophie cringes. Papa passed away 9 days ago, and these two women are the only family she has left. She has no siblings, and her mummy died when she was 6 years old. It has been her and Papa alone in this house for the 22 years since. She would give anything to stay in her home, but it is not proper for a 28-year-old woman to be living alone. Her Foys made that very clear. And even if they hadn't, Sophie knows living in the house is no longer possible. Customs are not up for debate, and she has always abided by them. Well, almost always. By this point, she should have been married and living with her husband's family. Her friends had all married years ago, like they were supposed to. Sophie has always been an avid rules follower, and not being married yet is the only custom she has broken, but she could not leave Papa. And now, after such a quick and unexpected end, it is she who is suddenly left behind. So when her Foys approached her not even 3 days after Papa's death to tell her that they had found a suitor available for her marriage, she agreed. What other option did she have? She had managed to avoid her arranged marriage for longer than most. People would raise their eyebrows after she passed the age of 25 and had yet to marry, but they assumed she was the devoted daughter looking after her widowed Papa. And they hadn't been wrong. After her mummy died, she knew she had to take care of him.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?